Chairman Grassley, Ranking Member Durbin, and members of this committee. I'm grateful for the privilege to testify before this committee and for your attention to the issue of campus anti-Semitism. My name is Meirav Batsheva Solomon. I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm a junior at Tufts University studying international relations. I'm a proud Jewish American and the daughter of two conservative rabbis. I'm grateful for the tradition I grew up in, the values and ethics it instilled in me, and for the Jewish community I have found at Tufts. I'm here to share how I and other Jewish students experienced the increase in anti-Semitic incidents. Since October 7th, we've seen some rhetoric at anti-war protests cross the line into ugly stereotyping, hateful vitriol on social media, and violent threats against Jewish students. For me, for my friends, for my community, the issue of anti-Semitism is heartbreakingly personal and real. Too many protesters have embraced anti-Semitic tropes or conflated the government of Israel with Jewish people around the world. But we cannot give up on the colleges and universities we call home. We have no common cause with those who want to discredit or defund higher education. Protecting education, civil rights, and open dialogue is vital to my future and to the ability of Jewish students to succeed and thrive. The vast majority of our classmates are not Hamas-aligned radicals. They're students whose perspectives may differ from ours, but must be welcome as long as they voice them respectfully. When my grandparents applied to college, anti-Semitic quotas kept them from getting a fair shake. We shouldn't let the hateful ideas of a small minority of students be a reason to dismantle the education they fought so hard for. Anti-Semites ascribe many sins to Jews. They charge us with deicide and propagate myths of blood libel. They blame us for capitalist excess or for communist plots, for rootless globalism or dual loyalty. But Congress and the Trump administration are abandoning the most effective tools the government has to fight anti-Semitism in all of its forms. The Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights handles cases of discrimination and harassment against Jewish students, providing a crucial avenue for Jews and other minorities to advocate for our rights. This administration has suspended thousands of OCR investigations and no longer allows students or their families to file complaints. And now the office's future is uncertain. By threatening to withhold federal funds from universities that do not scrap their DEI programs, this administration is threatening the future of Holocaust awareness and anti-Semitism education on campus. This administration seems determined to sacrifice resources that keep Jewish students like me safe at the altar of their culture war. This president is taking a cue from the Heritage Foundation's Project Esther, developed by a task force that includes Christian nationalists without any major Jewish organization's input. Project Esther blames the spread of anti-Semitism on us. It completely ignores any anti-Semitism on the right, where year after year, the vast majority of violent incidents occur. As the president's close advisors raise their arms in fascist salutes, bigots on social media glorify Nazis and denigrate Jews, and white nationalist groups stage xenophobic rallies, we must be honest about the most urgent threat to the Jewish community. It is not student protesters, but the bloody legacy of Pittsburgh and Poway, Charlottesville, and the Capitol riot. I cannot blame Jewish students who, amid growing right-wing terror, see this fixation on campuses as more about someone else's political agenda than our safety. True support for Jewish students like me means listening to our diverse experiences and needs and not using us to advance partisan agendas. Our parents and grandparents fought for the right to a quality education for Jews and for all Americans. The actions of this administration are divisive, and they erode the civil rights and basic freedoms that have allowed American Jews to flourish. Our right to a thriving, equal future depends on your commitment to protect the values of pluralism and democracy in which Jews and all Americans can thrive. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you very much.